Welcome back to the channel. This is Trapti Parekh, legal intern at Lexis and Company from Jain Anand Vyas University, Jodhpur. First of all, this video does not solicit any kind of promotion or advertisement, or the sole purpose of this video is educational purpose only. In this video, I will give brief on a Transfer of Property Act 1882. A transfer refers to a conversion of a thing from one person to another person. Property may be defined as anything, physical or virtual entity owned by an individual or a group of people. A property can be transferred from one person to another person by transferring rights, interest, ownership, possession. The party can satisfy either or all the ingredients. Transfer of property made in the two following ways. The first is by the act of parties and the another is by law. Transfer of property is defined under section 5 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. It refers to an act done by a living person conveying person to one or more person, or by himself or by one or more living person in the present or the future. Living person include a company, an association or a body of individual, whether incorporated or not. Let us understand with an example. A is the grandson of G and A owns 3 estates, of which he wanted to transfer the estate to his grandpa D. But he died 2 years ago. The transfer won't be held valid because the transfer of property should happen between the two living persons. Now, I will discuss some important concepts which highlights in the Transfer of Property Act. The first is immovable property. According to the General Clause Act 1897, immovable property includes land, benefits arising out of the land, things that are attached to a land under the Transfer of Property Act. Under the transfer of property, the immovable property can be defined as all the property are immovable other than the standing timber, growing crops or grass. In the case of Narayana S versus Balgur Swamy 1923, in this case, large artillery was fixed for blowing liquor. The court held that it would be considered as an immovable property if it was fixed in the land, not with an intention for benefit enjoyment. The second is mortgage debt. After the amendment of 1900, mortgage debt was excluded from actionable claim. In the case Peruma Animal versus Peruma Nacker, Will CJ held that before 1900, mortgage debt could be transferred as actionable claims. It was excluded from the actionable claims. The legislature intended that the mortgage debt must be transferred in mortgage interest through a registered instrument. The next concept is instrument. According to the Transfer of Property Act 1882, instrument referred to a non-testamentary instrument. It acts as an evidence of transfer of property between the living party. The next is attestate. It refers to a formal document of the property are known as the exequent. The Amendment Act introduced in 1926, which mentioned that there must be 2 or more witnesses who must sign the document in presence of exequent, not necessary at the time, but they should not be the party of the transfer. The last concept is registered. According to the Transfer of Property Act 1882, registered refers to any property registered where the act is operative. The last is actionable claim. A claim to be any debt other than the debt secured by the mortgage of the immovable property or by the pledge of movable property or to any beneficial interest in a movable property. Now, there is some essential of Transfer of Property Act 1882. The first is to be a living or justice person. The second is transfer through convenience, and the property must be transferable. There is some property which cannot be transferred. The first is the chance of an heir apparent succeeding to an estate, the chance of the relation obtaining a legacy on the death of kinsman, or any other mere possibility of a like nature cannot be transferred. The mere right to re-entry for a breach of a condition subsequent cannot be transferred to any except the owner. The easement right cannot be transferred. The interest of the property restricted in its enjoyment to the owner cannot be transferred. The next essential is the transfer of property must be done by a competent person. The next is the transfer must be issued in a prescribed form. The rule against the perpetuity. Property cannot be transferred to an unborn child. There is the conditional transfer of property. Under section 25 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882, the property can be transferred compliant to the condition mentioned. If the condition become impossible, forbidden by the law, opposed to the public policy, or is immoral, the transfer would be held void. For example, A is interested in purchasing B's property, but B set a condition that A, in order to purchase B property, has to kill C. Here the transfer is through the unlawful act. So, the act was introduced with an intention to create a comprehensive act which provide information about the transfer in a very simple language. During the time of introduction, it was not complete and has various uncertainty. It has gone through various amendment process, and the act has provided it time and again about its effectiveness. In India, many more such acts like transfer of property are needed to be implemented. So, here it is all about the Transfer of Property Act 1882. I hope you all liked my video. Please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.